introduce you and we'll get going.
Brilliant.
Welcome back, guys. So yes, we just had that awesome heartfelt talk from Rohan Rishimangra, and he was talking about his journey through having the health issues and then having so much loyalty in the workplace and then not realizing when he'd maybe overstayed his welcome. So such a powerful talk, really, really touched my heart. But without further ado, we're now moving on to our session with the amazing Manny Bains. So I've actually known Manny for a couple of years now, and we originally connected because I was going to do coaching sessions in a office space that she was going to rent out, but then that never worked out. But everything happens the way it needs to happen, and we've perfectly, with divine timing, been brought back together recently. Manny now is working as a love and relationship coach. She's an intuitive matchmaker, and she's also a manifestation guide. So again, a lot of overlap with the work that we do. We've actually did a workshop recently, which was just the other week, Healing Hearts. We did a little workshop together. Her topic today is 6 steps to unlock true love and relationship abundance, which is something that we all need and we all sometimes really, really thirst for. So Manny's going to share some nuggets with us today. And without further ado, over to yourself, Manny.
Thank you. Thanks very much for having me. I'm so excited to share my little presentation. So let's just bring it up.
Awesome. That's up on the screen now, Manny.
Okay, I'm waiting for the pop-up so I can hide it.
It's fine. I can't see the pop-up. You can just go to full screen.
Okay. All right. Shall I carry on then?
Yeah, if I see the pop-up, I'll let you know.
All right then. Okay. So I have actually put true love and relationship abundance into a few different steps. I'm also upcoming author. My book is based on one step at a time. And I think life is a journey. So we can't rush. We need to, wherever we need to explore and experience before we move forward. And so many of us, like, we really struggle to achieve what we want to achieve because we haven't discovered our true authentic self. So our true authentic self is like fully accepting ourselves for the way we are. And if you're not fully loved or aligned within yourself, you're going to really struggle with the relationship at home, husband and wife, or with colleagues around you. So it's very important for you to understand who you really are. So I'm going to take you for my first step, my first stage, which is self-awareness. So I think this is very, very important. That's where you're going to dig deep into who you really are. Okay, so if you're unhappy, why you are unhappy? You actually exploring your own story, your own life here, your own thoughts, everything who you are. If you feel stuck, why do you feel stuck? What make you feel stuck? What you want, which is you're not creating, why you're not creating. So basically keep reading who you are. And if you feel depressed, it's holding you back. Why you allow your depression to hold you back? Why not come out of your depression? So these are all like sign of you're not really aligned with your true authentic self. So you get disappointed because people don't allow you. That's how you get disappointed. But why do people allow you? You are the one who have to allow yourself. And by going through all this unhappiness, mood swing, feelings, stress, depression, and getting disappointed, you lose your self-esteem and confidence. And that's the first stage when we actually start to realize it's not them, it's us. And how do I come, out of this? How I can move forward? So I'm going to go to my next step. So you need to acknowledge limiting beliefs holding you back. So maybe there's self-doubts, like you're doubting yourself all the time. Like I doubt so many times that my English is limited because I'm born and brought up in India. So, and other thing, I come from India, and I think, I don't really match, the standard in British people have here. So these were my self doubts and my low values. And I slowly start to, come over my values in order to have a good relationship with my husband, because my husband is a British born Sikh guy. But then there's so many more into relationship with people around you. We always want to blame them rather than accept them. So this is a really big thing. So I would like to have like a few days to go through my 6 steps, but now I have to cover very quickly, and I really want you guys to re-look at them and just trying to go through a few times to learn. So we need to stop blaming people and accept. That's also a limiting belief. We saw these our parents and people around us been doing when we were kids, and we love to control, but we don't allow people to do what they want to do. And we love to speak, but we are not ready to listen. So speaking with power and patience is the key, but also listening with respect and patience is also the key for a good relationship with anybody. Taking but not receiving. So that means taking, we all always want to take, but people can't give you what you want. They can only give you what they have. So if you forget about taking but allow yourself to receive, they can actually give you what they have, and you can learn a lot from they have. But what you can't take, because what you're looking for they might don't have it. Ruling, not compromising. So that's another thing. We want to rule people, but we're not ready to compromise. So please go through these points again when you have time, because I got just a few minutes to complete this. So I'm going to go for my next step: forgive, forget, and let go. Forgiving people is very, very hard. Forgiving ourselves is even harder than forgiving people. So we think we go and say sorry to people, that's the end of everything. No. Forgiving yourself from, like, how do you feel in your heart? Okay, something happened in past, are you still holding? And if there's another argument come up, are you digging the past again? You're bringing the past again and talking again about that past. You did that before and you're doing this again. So that means you haven't forgiven the past. You haven't you haven't forgotten the past, and you haven't let go of the past. So we need to stop repeating the past. We need to let go of our expectation in order to have a good relationship with the people around us. We need to heal the pain within us. If you carry that pain, you're not going to become productive. You're going to become painful all the time. How could you produce something amazing you want to produce in life if you carry that pain from your past? Someone hurt you, but you haven't forgiven them. We need to keep forgiving them every day. Do you know forgiving is also shifting energy around you? You want energy to flow around you. You want energy to flow between you and the person you are living or dealing with. And if you find it hard, take a break and just go through your thoughts, your past, and come back again and see how you feel. And next one is finding peace. Okay, so this is very, very important. I spend a lot of time on this stage finding peace. I really apply law of attraction into my life. I think we think, we feel, and we attract in our life. If you're going to keep thinking people don't treat you nice, and you're going to feel that, and you're going to keep attracting, that's why we attract same situations and same circumstances again and again. We find it very difficult to come out of the struggles in our relationship. And so many my clients, they had, like, they've been through a few different relationships and they think they attract kind of same person again. That's why, because they think the same, they feel the same, and obviously they're going to attract same. But here are, I'm going to share some tools. You can meditate to let go and feel better. But meditate has techniques. You can't just meditate and keep thinking the negative stuff happen in your life. You have to learn how to let go, which is we already done in the previous step. So this time you need to visualize the better life. You visualize you feeling better and free, and that's how you attract another person. Daily journal. So write good stuff about you, okay, and good stuff about people around you. Everybody going to have a good side. No, everyone is 100% bad. So if you write more positive, the more positive you're going to attract and more peaceful you become. Gratitude is the key. Okay, so you always gonna have really good side of your life. You're not gonna always, your life's not gonna always be messed up. You might be still happy to have a food on your plate or over your head, or maybe some friend to talk to you, or even the body you are in, the breaths you are taking. So this, when you start counting your gratitude, they're like you're already in abundance anyway. So that will make you really happy and grateful. In order to feel good with people, you're gonna forget about like what other people don't give you, because you already have this abundance. So I'm gonna go for the next one. Outer world is your reflection. This is like where nobody wants to take responsibility, and it's really hard. But of course, it's my job to tell you, because I realized outer world was my reflection and is still my reflection. So blaming people is not a good idea, because people actually acting on your thoughts. The thoughts go through your belief system, go through the values you carry, it coming into reality through people you're living with, or people you hang around with, or people you deal. So people are your reflection. So every time you go through any bad experience, you need to reflect on your thoughts, your beliefs. You learn, sorry, there's a little bit of spelling here, error, but don't worry. You learn, unlearn, and relearn every day. We just like eat and then we just clean our body. It's the same work with your mind. You have to keep working on your mind. You learn new thing, and some don't serve, you just let go and then you relearn. The same, you picked up subconscious belief system as a childhood that you're not good enough, but you can't explain that in one word. You have to keep looking in you in order to let go of the belief system don't serve you as an adult. So I grew up in a very, very small village. I was the first girl who graduated and post graduated. So there were so many limiting beliefs at that time. The girls never had a power to go to school, but I was so lucky that my mom and dad really wanted me to achieve a great success in life. But I still grew up with those limiting beliefs. The girls just go to local school, and after that they don't go to further education. So I had to let go that. Then there were so many belief system I actually discovered in India. But in order to survive and in this country, or be happy in this country, or become successful, I had to let go. And I'm still acknowledging my limiting beliefs and values in order to become who I am today. Another thing, when we come to people, we have to believe everyone have a good side. We already discovered that. Okay, so if you focus on their good side, then you're gonna start letting go of their the bad side, because people have their own limiting beliefs as well, and they have their own low self-esteem, or they have their own childhood trauma and issues. So if you start to see their good side, you're gonna let go of their sometimes they have a bad moods. Okay, so love can be created anytime. Okay, so it doesn't matter how bad your relationship been from last long time, sometimes you can still work with it if you let it go properly. I've been through, like, we were separate for 7 years, me and my husband, and so that was a long time. And when my third child was born, I was on my own, so I raised three kids on my own. But then we decided to come back again, and together we never divorced. We were still there for each other, but then he had so many childhood limiting beliefs holding him back, and I had mine. But it's been 21 years. We are still together, even we were separate for a long time. Listen and talk positive only. So when you're with your partner, I was really moaning and complaining about, my limiting beliefs. And I think I really pushed my husband away from me by not, understanding who I am because I weren't connected within myself. So yeah, so then I learned I need to talk more positive side of our life and more the future, what we want to do rather than how we are stuck. Okay, the last time, find an ultimate freedom within. Okay, you need to work on becoming your best version rather than telling other people what to do. Okay, be sportive as much you can. So stop expecting they didn't help you, you're not going to help you. Just it's going to come back to you whatever you give out there. Understand energy exchange and flow. Okay, so if you can't get energy exchange from your partner, it's going to come back to you from other people. Don't worry about that. So just believe in the universe, understand the universal law, how it works in relationship. You're meant to be together or you're meant to be separate. Okay, so you need to really understand how it's going to work. So how you feel, fill your cup and let it overflow. So my time is just going over. um, so fill your cup and let it overflow. You need to really work on yourself, really work on accepting yourself the way you are. Accept yourself with your mistakes. Doesn't matter the body you have, doesn't matter the feature, color, or where you come from. You just keep loving yourself. Maybe have the little picture, baby picture, and your adult picture together in a frame and see yourself how you get on, like really love your childhood. Okay, so the more you love yourself, the more you fill your cup and make sure you overflow it, and then you start to feel good within yourself. So that was just the 6 steps I discovered. So I'm gonna quickly go over it. Self-awareness, that's your first step. Okay, you need to spend as much time on as much you can here to just really discover who you are. And then what is holding you back, your limiting beliefs, and where they're coming from. One at a time, step by step, and it has no ending. You'll be working on this until your last breath. Forgive, forget, and let go. Hard, but it's possible to do. You go to practice every day, you place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and you allow universe to forgive and forget everything you go through. Finding peace, this is an amazing stage. If you become peaceful within yourself, the world start to feel the same way. You're going to see what's going on within yourself. Okay, why not find a peace and see the peaceful environment around us? Outer world is your reflection. People come to you to serve you because you created that. Don't blame them. Stop blaming them. Change people within yourself, and then people around you start to shift and move away. Find an ultimate freedom within yourself. This is my favorite. Now you're free. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. The more you practice law of attraction, universal law, the more you're going to become free. And thanks for joining me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Love Guide Manny. I have a Facebook page, Manny, and I have created a Facebook group for women, Love Life Manifestation. My website is maninderbains.com and email is loveguidemanny at gmail.com. Okay.
That's
So
amazing, Manny. Well done. Awesome. Don't worry about running a little bit over because we did start yours a tiny bit late. I have given Munira a quick heads up that I'll be joining her a couple of minutes later. So I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you. And I wrote all those notes down, and everything that you're saying, I was like, this is exactly what I teach others. And all those steps are so important. And you explained them so beautifully. And I definitely took a lot away from that. And it's always great to revisit those steps because sometimes we forget, like just little things like the positive talk, just the things like the forgiveness of others and ourselves. And yeah, it was just so much value packed. We had some nice comments as well, and Nadia's just said excellent tips as well. So I am going to shoot off now to start off Munira's session, and after Munira's we've got a short break as well. Do connect with Manny on all those platforms that she's just shared, and of course we'll see you on the other side now. So see you in a bit.
thank you everyone. Bye. Love you all. Bye.